You are listening to Play Through the Whistle, and that was the sound of me watching Michigan State's defense.
Wes, they lost. It was the bludgeoning we expected.
Yeah.
They lose 49-20. Really, not that close. They got a gift pick six early in the first quarter. But with that game, Mel Tucker has now lost half of his 22 Power 5 games as MSU's coach, all by double digits, with an average margin of loss 24.8 points. 11 losses, averaging 24.8 points or more, or averaging 24.8 points. Seventh time in his tenure where they gave up 500 plus, in the second straight game against Ohio State, giving up 600 plus yards. And I'll give them credit. At least they tried to do a couple of things different. Tried to disguise coverages, play a little bit more press man, only to have OSU's athletes run right by him. I mean, we've said it and said it and said it. They just don't have the Jimmies and the Joes to run the X's and O's that they're trying to run.
Yeah.
And offensively, just as putrid. Peyton Thorne and the offensive line, totally out of sync. Thorne looks shell-shocked. He looks like Devin Gardner in 2013 against us. He's lost in the pocket. Looks like Ohio State took his soul, I think. I'm just starting to – he said today in his media availability that he hasn't been 100% since the first week. Like, if that's the case, then let's see what Noah Kim and Katen Hauser can do.
Yeah.
Then Tuck comes out in the presser and says, well, I don't know. What did he say? Lost.
I lost train of thought, but I will throw this out there.
That the vast majority of our running game has been efficient. Come again?
Efficient in what? Not getting yards?
We had 20 rush attempts for 7 yards. He was talking about that game, the 20 rush attempts for 7 yards. It's 13 for 30 when you take out all the Peyton Thorne's runs for loss and sacks. But where is he seeing that the running game has been successful and efficient?
I can't. I got to put on my Michigan State hat. Now I'm thinking, okay, the coaches, some coaches, they just do what they do. And Mel is one of those guys, I think, who will never come out and say anything bad about anything to do with his team other than himself.
But he did.
Just himself, though. Because he's a shit football coach right now. But
on Saturday, he said, we'll keep working on it. We'll go back and see what we can do with the guys we have. It's not an easy fix. That's throwing your guys under the bus to a degree.
Well, it's not an easy fix. Well, we all know that. I mean, tell us something we don't know, Mel. Like, we get it. I get it. They're not good enough yet at a lot of spots on the field. Their offensive line stinks. It's not good. It's just not a good offensive line.
I feel like we've been saying this for the past 8 years.
Yeah, we have. And I mean, look at D'Antonio stopped trying to recruit in 2017. Mm-hmm. He gave up on trying to go out and actually do the work. And it showed with those classes that he brought in. So Mel came in, had nothing. 52 guys go to the portal. Only 2 of them ended up at a Power 5 school. Mel had nothing. Last year, like you said, was magic. It was not what we ever thought was going to be. He caught lightning in a bottle with Kenneth Walker and rewrote it all the way to 11 wins.
And expectations changed, and they should.
And the contract and all that other shit happened. And now everybody expected Michigan State to win 10, 11 games again. Well, in reality, that wasn't going to happen. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Now, this is unacceptable. There's acceptable levels of everything. Last year was way overachieving, and we all needed to check ourselves as Spartan fans. That was not where we should have been. It wasn't reality. No, it wasn't reality. That was video game land last year. It was awesome, and we all enjoyed it. But we all needed to realize that team, there was a lot of bad spots on that team defensively, it showed all year. We knew that.
They were 131st in pass defense, man.
Kenneth Walker and some great, and they never gave up last year. Whereas this year, they don't try as hard as they did last year. This year in games, when they get out of hand, it's like, okay, well, we're just packing it in. But it all comes down to this weekend for this season. Like I said, there's levels of expectation, and I did not expect 3-win season when 2 of your wins are over the MAC. I expected 6, maybe 7 wins. And get to a bowl game. That's what I wanted. And I build on it. Recruiting class, he gets in more of his guys. And we roll. You can't go and lose the fucking season because, God, I don't know when they're going to get a win. If they don't beat Wisconsin, 7-point dogs at home.
7.5.
7.5 now? Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Even better.
He was asked about post game about changes in coaching and personnel, and he says he's not looking to make any changes from a coaching standpoint at all. Any changes we make scheme-wise or personnel, we will have to evaluate the tape. I'll tell you what the tape says, Mel. You suck. You suck at everything not named punting.
That's the one highlight.
It's the one.
It's the one bonus.
Every time Sexy Specs
Ray
comes
Guy
out with the
award
boomstick.
winner. It's the only thing that's going to come out of this season.
And fan support. I mean, you saw that stadium.
No. Well, I don't.
It was
to be honest,
it was empty and filled with red.
I was surprised that many people showed up. And I know they all left. Like it was completely empty at the end of the game. Well, why was anybody going to go to that? There was no chance in hell they were winning.
I said it last week. I didn't want to watch it, but
no.
For the purposes of the show,
this jazz, we did.
Yeah.
And not gonna lie, I had a little hope, a glimmer of hope when the pick 6 was thrown. Deep down inside, I was like,
"Did you?
Maybe," and then it was quickly gone.
What's wrong?
Ohio State drove the field like every time was a 70-yard drive, 78-yard drive. It was like
it was in the 90s.
Oh yeah, defense is bad.
We're sitting there messaging back and forth going, how many plays do you think it's going to take them to score on this drive?
Yeah, it was bad. It was just the defense is bad. The scheme, I'm not going to get into any of that now. Honestly,
they tried to disguise things a little bit. You saw them trying to do that, and then they just don't have the guys with. I don't know if it's the mental capacity or the physical ability or both.
Flat out comes down to they need to make a bowl game. They got to get the wins.
That ship sailed, bro.
Well, I don't know. They can't lose. Did they lose to Wisconsin? It's not going to be
the scary thing sledding. Is they had the first recruit to decommit yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about that. That happens all the time.
I know, but they're also flipping a kid, so
yeah.
Allegedly
all the time. Like,
I mean, recruiting. I don't really. I mean, I watch it. I think I watch it a lot more than you do, but I really don't get too excited until they actually sign on the paper.
Yeah, no, there's.
Oh, we got a guest.
Oh, hi, my daughter who wants to say.
What's up, Freya?
Say hi, Gary. Hi, YouTube land. All right, go see Mom. No. Great. Very professional program we run over here.
This is the highlight of the show.
Okay. Go.
Whose door are you slamming? Get your butt over here
right
now.
All right. Anyways.
Somebody's in trouble.
We
That's not me.
Getting back to where we were, it was gotta beat Wisconsin. Cannot have a loss.
We can get into the rest of the schedule. It's the bowl game, unless they take us at 5-7.
Oh,
I don't think it's real. I don't think it's realistic, Wes. Whiskey at home, must win. I'm not sure after last week the way they went and waxed Northwestern.
Yeah.
2-7, and then we have the bye week. Hopefully, we can win that one.
They have to win. They don't have a fucking choice in the matter. They have to do it, and if they don't do it, then it's a colossal fuck. It's done. Like I can't. You can't lose to Wisconsin. They can't do it. They need to pull out whatever they can do to pull it out. You got to get those trick plays, do whatever. You got to win the game.
Yeah, those trick plays don't work when Kenneth Walker's not in the backfield, flipping it back to Peyton Thorne.
I can't. I'm done. I'm done with it's like being a Lions
Well, it's
fan
like
and being a Michigan State fan this year it sucks so bad.
Uh, you know what's going to happen? Graham Mertz is going to waltz into Spartan Stadium like he owns the place. Go 24 for 26, throw for just under 300 yards and a bunch of touchdowns. And so help me God, I'm going to break my fucking TV.
It's not even worth breaking my TV because we both know it's probably going to happen.
Yeah, and then the bye week, which can't lose that one, thankfully. Michigan, big loss.
That's not even going to be fun.
No, it's hate weeks. Just going to be.
We
got to sit there and take.
We
got to sit there and
whatever
take
they
it.
want with it.
Illinois is going to be another must-win at Illinois. I don't see us going to Illinois and beating Bielema.
Oh,
Rutgers at home.
Games where we thought we would be the team
fair.
saying that's a win are now the other team saying, well, that's a win.
I don't. Indiana coming to Spartan Stadium. That's not a gimme. They're going to throw all over us.
Oh yeah, no, they're going to throw it 60 times, and they're going to put up 38 points, and we're going to lose 38-17.
And Penn State. I mean, so I'm looking at.
Well, Penn State's
If
going
we
to crush
beat
us too.
Wisconsin, I didn't even get to them, but if we beat Wisconsin, I'm looking at 3 more wins, maybe.
That's what we need to get to.
That gets us to 5 wins.
Well, if we beat
5 and
Wisconsin, and then we beat 2 of the other teams, we can get to 6.
How do you figure?
Well, Wisconsin would be 3. Oh, yeah, I can't do math. Math is hard.
They don't teach math.
I was thinking they were winning two more of the other, they were winning the other 3 games. They were beating Illinois and
gonna beat
Rutgers and Indiana, but no, they're not. No, they're not. No, I think
Rutgers and maybe Wisconsin are our best hope.
5 wins. They have to get to 5 then. Fuck it. It's not even a bowl game, but just to keep
It could be.
any excitement, they gotta.
Good.
Remember when we were talking about how they needed to win one of the big games? Like I wanted them to beat.
That ship sailed.
I wanted them to beat Michigan, Penn State, or Ohio State. One of them, get one of those wins.
Yeah.
Now it's like, all right, we're not. Now it's like, oh, can we beat Rutgers or Indiana?
Can we lose by single digits to one of those teams?
Can we beat Rutgers, Indiana, or Illinois? That's what it's declined to this year. We went from maybe getting 8 wins and trying to pop off one of the top boys, and now can we get to 5 and beat Rutgers, Indiana, or Illinois?
It's a sad state of affairs, my friend, but
It's brutal. Just let my daughter come back and just talk about Michigan State.
Yeah.
Probably give a fucking better. Fuck.
Tuck's Monday morning presser. He says frustration. Asked about how frustrated he is. He said frustration gets you nowhere. It's all about action steps. Anger and frustration. How far can that take you? Oh, I don't know. A lot farther than the apathy that your fan base feels right now.
Yeah, like I said, it's like we watch the Spartans on Saturday, and then we go straight to the Lions on Sunday, and there's not a whole lot of enjoyment watching those 8 quarters of football. And it sucks. But it is what it is.
Not till we punt. Not till we punt.
I still have belief in what Tucker's doing. So I'm not as down as I am on the Lions. The Lions are completely different.
He said it last week. He's gonna have to make some staff changes.
Oh yeah, I think he knows that, but he's not doing it. And like I said, he doesn't.
Not doing it mid-season.
Mid-season.
But Rutgers did.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of places.
Indiana did.
I wouldn't think bad of it if he did. I mean, there comes a point where I think if they lose this weekend to Wisconsin and the defense looks like it has, at that point, maybe he does make a move. Maybe he goes, you know what? National TV again. We get to be on Fox for everyone to see us get our face kicked in. That was enjoyable last week.
Not big though, because that's reserved for somebody else.
Oh well, that's all they get. Noon games at home. Isn't that most of the time what it is? Whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's like I said. Apathy on Saturday, apathy on Sunday for me anymore.
Yep, it is. Well, like I said, we got to go out, beat Wisconsin, and then maybe we can change a little bit of where the season's going. But if they lose to Wisconsin, then
if Thorne's really battling something with the injury, I'm assuming it's some sort of lower body thing because he said something about not being able to run like he usually does.
Well, because he doesn't slide half the time. Takes
Then
unnecessary pops.
How about we play Noah Kim? Because that kid looks like he can wing the ball a little bit.
At some point, we're gonna have to do something. But the offense, I'm not even. They haven't been great, but I'm not even going into that.
Again, it comes down to the offensive line.
Bad. Yeah, the offensive line stinks. They need to get offensive linemen in here, or some that can play. But again, these guys are the freshmen. We can't just throw the freshmen out there. They're not anywhere near ready to play football at this level. So they're just stuck. Yeah. It was hoping for 6. Now, math. It's probably not going to happen. Beat Wisconsin. I guess let's just move on to the other team.
On to Wisconsin.
On to Wisconsin.
On the team that's already won 6 games.
The team that is going to house us on Halloween weekend. The Michigan Wolverines. It's sack time. You can't keep kicking balls like that. Jabril Peppers.
Oh, who misses them?
Anyways, they just keep doing what they're supposed to do.
They do what
it's
they
not
do.
Pretty. Most of the games are closer than the fans would probably want. Getting late, they always tack on a score or two at the end to make it look better than it is. But
you think they're struggling, then all of a sudden they pull out a 31-10 win.
They've been struggling. I mean, in the Maryland game, they struggled.
They struggled in the first half. They make
then they get enough.
Give Arbaugh and the staff credit. They make adjustments. Yeah. They change things.
They get just a big enough lead to where at the end they can get that garbage time touchdown to make it look so it's a double-digit win and everybody's happy. But there's a lot of stuff there that's not been fantastic. Like JJ hasn't been this mythical creature they all made him out to be. Sorry, but he hasn't really. He's been pretty good. Cade did the same thing last year. Captain checkdown. Every throw JJ throws deep is overthrown by a mile. He hasn't been fantastic. He's
been. I disagree.
He's not
been
turning
good.
the ball over, but
does what they ask him to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Cade did all the same things, got him to the playoff. JJ was supposed to be this. He was supposed to be Johnny Football for them, though. The way it was made out to be was he was going to be Johnny Manziel, and he was going to come in there, and he's got 4 whatever speed, and he was going to be all over the place, making plays, and using that amazing rocket arm, and he's Tom Brady and Drew Brees and all these other guys. Like, they made him out to be the fucking next coming of God, and all I see is a guy out there who's check down, medium throw to a tight end and run the ball, check down. He scrambles for a little 7-yard scramble, runs out of bounds, stretches the ball for a first down. Like, that's it. I'm not seeing this magic that everybody said he was going to be, and it's not like he's a true freshman out there.
Good, man.
He's been in the system for a while.
I hate to say it, but I think he's doing everything that he needs to do to win.
I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying when you are told that this man or this boy or this guy is this, they praise at his feet like he was this going to come in and be, it was going to go, and I don't.
It's going to come down to.
He's not even C.J. Stroud. He's none of these guys that everybody makes him out to be.
I think they'll dominate Penn State. I think they'll just run the ball down Penn State's throat like they kind of do to everybody.
Penn State's run defense is fucking good. So they will not just be lining up and shoving it down their throat.
But you'll see him take off a little bit more against Penn State then. If that's the case, you'll see him.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the backside D-end or linebacker, because when he does that, he's going this way, and then he does that duck and turn, and he comes back the other way. I'm waiting for that guy to be right there who didn't lose contain, who just stayed in position, and he fucking just lays him flat out on his face. It's going to happen. The way he plays, it's like that Johnny Manziel, but he just doesn't seem to make the huge, massive play at the end of it. He does that little twirl like he's fucking Mahomes, and he comes back the other way. I'm just waiting for that guy who doesn't chase him and just keeps contained on the outside. And when he comes spinning around, it's just, I'm waiting for it. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. he's going to catch one of those. He's going to be out there, and he's just going to get fucking cleaned as clock. Oh, and I'm no.
He is completing, like I said, he is completing 78% of his throws.
Well, yeah, when you
just one pick. I mean, they're all pitch and catch, run at yards after the catch for the receiver. But I mean, like I said, he does what he's asked to do. He's not making mistakes. Only one pick. Gets all day to throw.
Yeah, their offensive line is awesome.
Yeah, and Corum right there in the Heisman discussion.
Corum, he's the reason that they are undefeated. Without him, they're not undefeated.
And Donovan Edwards is slowly working himself back from whatever injury he had. Penn State will test him a little bit. I wish it was in Happy Valley and not at home, but Michigan plays every game at home. So, but yeah, it's this week, and then they walk into OSU after this week.
Yeah,
because all they have is a bye week. Us, Rutgers, Nebraska, and Illinois. Rutgers, Nebraska, another bye week.
Nebraska's not. Illinois. I don't know. Nebraska is playing slightly better football now. But yeah, they're not. They don't lose to Penn State. It'll be that final game again. But I don't think that final game will be close.
They'll struggle with Penn State for two and a half quarters. And
that's why I don't think that game at the end of the year is going to be close. Because if you do that, you'll be down 28 points. Because Jackson Smith ain't going to be sitting out of that game. It will be 28-0 before you blink if they dick around and don't play clean early. I know you're thinking that they're going to do it. I'm completely the other way. I think Ryan Day is going for blood. It'll be up 48 and he's going to go for 2.
I just don't see I don't see Ohio State.
Well, the Big Ten sucks.
The physicality, I guess, that Michigan plays with right now.
Yeah, but I don't see Michigan stopping C.J. Stroud and co. from just catching, scoring. Can they keep
They're going to have to run the ball against Michigan.
Can they keep up in a shootout and the weather's not crazy and Ohio State can throw it?
I don't know. It's going to be a big game.
Big game. No. Yeah, whatever. Fucking.
That's what it is.
Is what it is.
Here we are, middle of October, and football's basically over.
This is what goes on in my head when I watch. All right. Do you got anything else?
So you really don't see anything in JJ?
No, I'm not saying he's bad. Okay, my thing, where I'm coming from when it comes with JJ is this simple. It's this. This is it. They made him out. The fan base and the school and everybody associated with it that writes and talks made him out to sound like he was the next greatest thing. And the only reason I'm on it, I know that's what they do. And normally wouldn't bother me this much. I really don't care. But the reason it bothers me is that they replaced the guy who did all of the same things for them and made it sound like the next guy was so infinitely better. And I haven't seen much that has been all that better, other than a couple 6, 7 yard scrambles.
Fair enough.
That's the only thing I have. If you make the guy out to be Jesus Christ, I expect him to move a boulder and come out at the end of the day. Like, I'm not.
So if he runs for like 60 yards against Penn State and throws for 250,
yeah, well, there you go. Now,
and if
it's all been lightly coded for the last couple of weeks, and then they pull it all out on this coming Saturday, then yeah, I'll go, okay, wow, I'm sold. Like, he came out and he fucking balled out, and he didn't throw any picks or fumble, and he, like you said, he ran for 2 scores and threw for 2 more or 1 more and had 300 yards passing or 250 or something and 70 yards rushing.
Did they ever say? I don't know. You got your 3 TV set up, so you probably weren't listening. I know Roman Wilson was out. I didn't know he was hurt.
No, I didn't notice that.
Because that's a big loss for them. I just figured if you can't go.
They take some of these guys out when the score gets laid in the game.
No, he didn't play at all.
I didn't notice. Honestly, I didn't notice. Interesting. I don't know. Never looked into it.
No, we'll see.
We'll see. Anyways,
We'll see. That's all I got,
All
kid.
right, we'll go out on